Oh yeah, and you got to get up before that to prepare and all that. So, before we start, what I wanted to do today was a little posture exercise. So, we'll try that out with the breathing first, because the breathing is going to help get the right circulation to the right muscles. All right. We'll start with one hand on the lower belly, one hand on the chest, and as you breathe in, try to feel the belly expand without trying to force it too much. Just by putting your awareness there, you'll notice that can happen. In the nose and out the mouth. Great job. Keep repeating. About three or four of those. Oh, there's two coming now. Good. And again. Hey, welcome. We just started. Come on in. Hey, great awareness. All right. After your exhale, go ahead and drop your arms. Shake out the shoulders, kick the legs out. And we're going to go to the ribs now. So we want the ribs to expand from the inside to the outside, and focus on the center as you breathe in, right in your solar plexus. Inhale, long exhale. Good. Keep the shoulders relaxed. And again, inhale, exhale. And again. That's good. Shake it out again. Kick the legs out. And let's get back to the lower belly. Relax the shoulders. Inhale, feel the belly expand, chest relax. And repeat. Last one. Right, shake it out. Loosen the legs again. All right. So this next breath I want you to try is for basically getting the immune system activated. You can do this with the breath hold on an inhale. All right. Usually we hold our breath unconsciously on an inhale, and we never let it go until something makes us sigh, or we do something physically, and then we're just letting it out, by breathing out a lot, or your mind just finally drops the idea that's causing your heart to get so restricted. So what we're going to do here is purposefully hold our breath on the inhale. So when we do that, we're consciously aware of what we're doing, and we're not going to panic because we have plenty of air. But you're going to hold it just for about 5, 6 seconds, and we're going to slowly exhale out the mouth, and we're going to do two inhales and then hold. Okay. So the first inhale, you'll breathe in as much as you can, and the second inhale, pause for a second, and then inhale again. All right. You ready? It'll look like this. All right. So that last one, you got to kind of force it in because there's not much room, and you're going to hold the breath and then slowly exhale. You might get a little lightheaded. You could feel slightly dizzy, but it's not something from fatigue or dehydration, of course, unless you didn't drink water. But it's what you're going to experience is actually a flush of your neurotransmitters. And when that happens, you get a little lightheaded and dizzy. Okay. and your immune system actually sparks in to overdrive because it's your brain tells the body, "Whoa, I'm getting a lot of activity. Let's work more." Okay, so let's go ahead, and when you do that, it actually gets breath to go to right here. This is your where your thymus gland produces killer T cells. All right, you ready? Sit up or stand up nice and tall. Check your feet. Let's go out and in, forward and back. This is going to reset your alignment from the feet. And then your pelvic bone, you want to kind of poke forward. Shoulders, bring them up, back, and down. And lastly, keep the chin in while the top of the head rises up. All right, here we go. Exhale all your breath out. Good. Begin. Inhale as much as you can. And do it again. Hold. Exhale long. Like you're blowing out candles. And take 3 natural breaths. Okay, bring yourself back to equilibrium. 3 seconds in, 3 seconds out. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Good. Now have you guys facing out there so you can see something nice that's breathing naturally all by itself. And connecting with nature is always good, even though we can't actually be outside. Or maybe we could later. All right, check it out. Kick it out. And try it again. When you do this inhale, by focusing a little bit on your upper chest or throat, you can actually the air will guide itself there. You don't want to force it until the very last breath. Okay, first breath, just naturally inhale. Second breath, pull it in. Ready? Blow out and begin. More. Hold. Exhale long. Whew. Good. Take a couple natural breaths. Keep those shoulders relaxed. Because on those deep inhales, we tend to pull in and up with the muscles too. And one more deep breath. All right. Last time. Inhale as much as you can. Ready? Begin. And again. Exhale. Hey, you felt the neurotransmitter flush. Deep breath. Long exhale. Shoulders relaxed. And another breath. That special breath right there also helps activate your communication centers. All right. Maybe you're communicating with your mind a lot. You know, naturally you've created habits to do that. But when you do this kind of breath, it's gonna really lighten up your brain and clear the mind, and then you become more aware. Oh, hey, Why am I doing this extra stuff that I don't need to really do, right? Some things we tend to do often is we'll judge, we'll look, we everyone judges, but we'll judge with, a harsh criticism of ourselves, and sometimes upon others too. We can start making assumptions. Assumptions are the mother of all F ups, they say, right? You only make a ASS out of you and me, okay? When you assume. So assumptions are a character flaw we don't want to necessarily do. We want to be more present, more curious, and allow things to be what they are, observe more. But we tend to do these things because it's a habit. It just happens as, being in society, being around people that assume a lot. You'll start to do it without even noticing, oh wow, why am I doing this? So these kind of things, your mind will go through these loops and it'll start doing its own little self-talk that's unnecessary. Okay. Other than that, we'll have expectations and we'll hold on to these. And then when it doesn't happen, oh, we're so disappointed or so upset. And sometimes we take it out on ourselves, sometimes we take it out on others. And these are things that we're not happy with, right? And we can start to catch more and more as we activate more parts of the brain. Okay. Classical music does help. This nice soothing music helps. Eating healthy food, healthy movement, stretching, all that kind of stuff is good for it. But really, welcome. The breathing is the key to learning more about how the energy in the body works. Okay. And when you start to breathe better and deeper, you get more connected mind and body. It's not the end all to anything, but it does help a lot. All right, now we're gonna do a little posture exercise. If y'all like, we can go maybe against the wall and use it for help, for guidance. Okay, we're gonna stand. Try to stand on your own, but if you need the wall for help, you could use it. Now spread your feet out about shoulder width apart. Okay, we're gonna work on BAM, balance, alignment, and movement. Okay, we're not gonna be moving a lot, so you want to try and be still. First, with your feet, get our balance and alignment correct. Out on the ankles, outwards, and then ankles come inwards with the toes. Good. Then go up on the top of the feet, and then back on the heels. Good. All right. Next, pelvic bone. This aligns the spine from the lower part, lumbar, pelvis forward about a half inch. Shoulders come up, back, and down. Good. Chin stays in while the top of the head elongates up. Now you ready? Let's go and push through the ground with your left leg or whatever leg's closest to the wall. I'm using my left. And bring the knee up right in line with your hip. Okay, and hold it there. Now, if you need the wall, use the wall so you don't wiggle or fall. And use it just as guidance. Take your belly and keep it slightly forward, shoulders up, back, and down. Just reset your alignment. Chin in, top of the head up. And don't let the knee fall. All right. If you can, make your foot flat, like you're holding a glass of water on it. And if you can, try to keep it straight in line with your leg. Now, focus on your lower belly. I know it's a lot. And breathe through the belly. Keep your base leg flat, straight. In the nose, out the mouth. Got 3 more deep breaths. Shoulders back and down. Top of the head still stretching up. Good. Last breath. Great job. Go ahead and drop the leg. And how could that be so difficult, right? All right. Feet out, in, forward on the toes, up on the toes, and then back on the heels. Okay. Pelvic bones slightly tucked forward. Shoulders up, back, and down. Good. Chin slightly in, top of the head up. Switch legs. Stand tall. Keep your base leg pushing through the floor. Keep it straight and just bring the other leg up. Try not to wobble while you're there. If you need the wall, use it. And again, knee is parallel with the floor, in line with the hip. Foot is flat. Lower belly, let's recheck our alignment. Pelvis slightly forward, shoulders up, back, and then drop them. Good. Chin in, top of the head stretching upward towards the ceiling. Attention in the lower belly as you look straight and breathe deep. Good. Check your foot. Make sure it's in line with the hip and flats. Good. Maybe if it's turning out, pay attention to it and fix it. Good. Attention in the lower belly. Might have tension in your hips. Don't worry, it'll go away. Keep those shoulders back and down. 2 more breaths from the belly. Top of the head elongating. Base legs straightening out. Don't let the knee drop. Oof. Awesome job. Go ahead and drop it. Oof. And with the feet out, in, forward, back, pelvis forward, shoulders up, back, down, chin in, top of the head up. Stay there for a moment with your feet firmly planted. Take a breath from the belly. Good. One from the ribs, solar plexus. Inhale. Expand the ribs. Exhale. Ooh, ooh. Back down to the lower belly. As you inhale, let it expand. And long exhale. Great job. All right, reset your feet once again. Your hips, shoulders, and neck. Great job. Take a walk. Move around a bit. And after you walk a little bit, maybe a couple steps, you can grab some water and just notice any difference that you like to maintain. Takes time, but over time as you train, your posture becomes stronger from these exercises. The cool thing about strong posture is it's healthier. And also, you'll start to have less pains. Another thing is any kind of injuries or misalignments in your muscular structure, okay, even tendons and ligaments, they'll start to fix themselves. All right. Trust me, I've had so many misalignments with everything from weightlifting and sports that I just pushed my body to the limit, didn't sleep enough, so I never really recovered, kept tearing, tearing, tearing until things just started moving out of place and that became normal for me. So since I've been doing these exercises only for about a year, so these particular ones for posture, I've noticed tendon shifting back to like when I was 16, 17 again. I've noticed muscles actually that were atrophied, actually getting circulation and growing. So now, it seems like I have more muscles than I ever had, and I don't even lift weights. So it's pretty cool the effects that happen just from aligning the posture and developing strong breathing as well. Okay, natural breathing. Next one we're gonna do is really good for your neck and spine as well, but more for like the upper part of the spine. If you can find a flat part against the wall. So I'm gonna go over here because it's flat. If there's something that's gonna go into your back, maybe go somewhere else. Maybe a mirror. The mirrors are fine, or the white walls are okay. And we're gonna practice one more posture exercise. All right, so with your heels against the wall, step forward. So one heel is to the other toe. And once you get there, drop it and step right next to it. Spread your feet out so they're about shoulder width apart, and you're still 1 foot length away from the wall. All right. Once you're about a foot length away from the wall, we're going to set our posture again. Reset your feet. Reset your hips. Pelvis forward, shoulders come up, back, and down, and chin up or chin down. Top of the head lifts up. Okay, breathe and lower your back of your hips to the wall. Keep your pelvis slightly forward. If you have to, tuck it forward once again. Then shoulders up, back. So your shoulder blades are touching the wall and drop them. Keep them pinned against the wall along with your hips. Remember, your pelvis is slightly forward. Push your big toes through the floor, keeping your legs straight. Keep that driving through the floor with the big toes the whole time happening. Now the chin goes in. The head never touches the wall for this exercise. Stretch the top of the head up to elongate the neck. Good. Attention in the lower belly. You got to relax the diaphragm and let the lower diaphragmatic muscles expand and exhale out the mouth, 3 to 4 seconds. We got 20 breaths. So work your way through the breaths in the nose, out the mouth, while continuing to push the big toes through the floor. Legs are straight, keeping the pelvis slightly tucked forward so the back of the hips and even maybe the lower back are touching the wall. And then, of course, your shoulders, you're going to have to reset once in a while to bring them up, back, and down while you maintain the neck stretching by extending the top of the head as if there's a hook right at your crown point on the top of your head with a string attached to the ceiling pulling you up. And again, don't let the back of the head touch the wall. Keep it up, y'all. 15 more breaths. Let's go. Attention in the belly. You're all doing great. Keep it up. Whew. 8 or 9 more breaths. Keep the top of the head stretching up. Good. Big toes pushing through the floor. Shoulders back and down. And don't let the hips come off the wall. Tension in the lower belly. Almost there, y'all. Mm. 3 more. Keep those shoulders back and down. Top of the head stretching upward. Ah. Whew. Last breath. Great job. Breathe and peel your back off the wall like a sticker. Ah. Good. Reset your feet first. Out with the feet. In, forward, and back. Whew. Pelvic bones slightly forward. Shoulders up, back, and down. Chin in, top of the head, lifting up towards the ceiling. And let's walk it out. You'll notice holding yourself upright is not as difficult. You might be more aligned with your spine. Grab another sip of water if you like. Great job. All right. You guys look awake. Next, we're going to use the mats at the end to relax, so you don't need them just yet. If you want to slide it to the side, you're more than welcome. All right, next, we're going to go through the Tai Chi loosening exercises. We'll just do the first 3 today, and we'll get right into some Qigong. for the first exercise, remember it's kind of tricky because you're twisting to one side, dropping the shoulders and bending the knees all at once. All right. And as you do that, your hands, if you can relax the shoulders, your hands will just kind of flop down. One will tap the opposite corner of your shoulder, your chest, and the other one is going to go up to the kidney. Remember, the kidney is not the same as the lumbar, the lower part of your lumbar. It's going to be above your hips, okay, closer towards the middle back. Back of your hand can tap the kidney. All right. Same side kidney. Don't cross over the spine for this. Okay. Here we go. Feet shoulder width apart, spine straight, knees bent to begin. And we're going to inhale and come up with the hands. They can come over the shoulders. And on the exhale, drop everything. Turn to your left. Inhale, drop everything. Turn to the right. Bend the knees. Good. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Good. Keep it up. So just rotating the hips. Try not to bend at the hips and try to keep the spine straight. Last one. Inhale up and drop it. Good. Catch your breath. It's okay if your nose burns. It's a good thing. That means you're using it. Kick your legs out a bit. And real quick, we're going to do some tapping. So, what does tapping do? Anyone know? Wakes up the circulation. Now, you can use objects to tap yourself, like bamboo sticks. You can use little spiky jade rollers and roll it on your face. It's really good for your skin and your face too. Or you can just tap with your hands. My mom, she's been doing this for like 30, 40 years. She'll just rub her hands like this. She says the Korean Taoists believe that you gain alpha energy from friction. And so she'll say, I'm getting alpha energy. I'm like, okay, cool, mom. And actually it creates warmth, right? And she'll place that on different parts of her body and just gently rest it there. But we're gonna do something a little more than that to get more to the bone marrow as well. Okay, we're gonna tap. So kind of cup your hands a bit, and we can start out by tapping the shoulders, then go down your arms, down to the hands, back of the hands and wrists. Bad boy. No, I'm just kidding. Good boy. All right, next, we're gonna do the collarbone. Okay. The collarbone actually likes knuckles. You can do slight taps with the knuckles as you breathe. Remember the whole time we're breathing as we're tapping, okay? This encourages breath and blood circulation so that bone marrow can release stem cells. All your stem cells are stored deep within your bone marrow. And this kind of wakes it up. It's telling your body to fix things when they don't really need much fixing, but it's helping a lot. All right, with repair. All right, now and activation of circulation. Now we're going to tap the chest right at the top. Good. And work your way down underneath towards the ribs. Tap the ribs, the tummy, the sides, and freeze. Now we go to the hip bones, and we're going to tap with our knuckles. Find those bones, tap them lightly and breathe. Good. And it's different when you use cupped hands. Use cupped hands and tap as well. Good. You can roll your hips into it. Good. Same thing now with the back of the hips. Okay, your tailbone. Good. Front of the thighs. You got stuff in your pockets, you might want to take them out. And your glute. Underneath the glute. Work down your hamstrings. Good. All the way down to the calves, the heels. Coming around the foot, tap the feet, the ankles, inner parts, inner shins, around the inside of the knees, up the thighs, inner parts, and work your way down the front of the thighs. Good. The calves, outside of the shin, sorry. And down the foot once again. Great job. Okay, come on back up the hamstring. Up the glutes, up to the lower back. Tap, tap, tap on the lower back, back, back. Good, as high up as you can get. Nice job. All right, now the inner parts of the arms, we're going to work from the shoulder down. Ready? Good. All the way to the fingertips, and we're going to stop at the tips of the fingers and work your way down the other side. Remember to breathe. Good. Under the arms. Under your armpits too, and down the sides. Oh, good. Breathe while you do it. Same thing. Under the arms, other side. Good. Inner arm. Good. All the way to the shoulder. And tap with cupped hands across the chest. Try to get your back. Tell yourself, good job. Other side. Don't forget the back of the shoulder too. Far back as you can get. Good. And lastly, the neck, and then the face and head. Sides of the neck. Underneath. Middle. Other side. Good. Now we go to the face. Face is a little different. So you want to do light taps on the cheekbones with your knuckles. Good. Get the whole cheekbone. Starts right around where your nose is. And then work your way. Breathe while you do it to your jaw. And down. Good. Okay. Underneath, you can use the back of your hand to tap. Yep. And other side too. Good. And around the ears, behind them. Okay, that's good with the knuckles. Now we're going to use hands. Okay. And lightly tap around the cranial pump. The circle like a crown. Good. Work on that frontal lobe more. Yeah. All right. Now you can work your way to the eyes. Close them and lightly tap. Breathe. Get the bridge of the nose. Good. Right above your nose is where your third eye is. Tap there too, lightly. Good. And now down to the cheeks. You can use your hands to slap around there lightly. Get the whole cheekbones. Good. And get underneath your lips. Close your lips and get above your lips. Good. You can slap right around your chin too with open hand palms. Good. Nice job. And one more time, back of the neck, right at the back of the head. And go down. All done. Shake it out. Kick it out. Grab a little sip of water too if you like. Yeah, good. Good in the morning. Yeah. If you can, do it. It wakes up your whole body, gets the blood to circulate, so movement becomes easier. You want to try to make sure you're still breathing while you do it because you don't want to trap energy in the body, especially when you're still dreaming slightly when you first wake up, right? Here, you can't really dream because I'm talking a lot and there's, scenery to look at. But if you're inside of walls and you start doing a tapping and you're like, hmm, I remember this, then you're actually putting energy in instead of waking up so that energy you're ready to output energy into the world. Does that make sense? When you're tapping yourself or rubbing yourself and stuff, you want to try to keep awareness of both inner and outer world. Don't get stuck inside. Okay, very important when you're touching yourself or even slapping. All right, next we're gonna go ahead to the next Tai Chi loosening exercise. So again, watch how it works real quick. You'll inhale, come up, and then exhale, exhale, keep exhaling. And your arms are just going to be moving because your hands are flapping up and down, alternating directions. Your legs are slowly moving up and down. The inhale, you come up, exhale, you go down. You ready? Inhale, exhale, begin. Inhale up. Good. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Doing a great job, y'all. Not trying to bounce. I know it's difficult. Inhale up. Most of the time, you want to bounce with your arms, but try to maintain control of up, going up and down. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. Feel your feet firmly planted, gripping the floor, pulling yourself down little by little like an elevator. It's going so slow, like a 1970s elevator. Inhale up and exhale down. Do two more on your own. Exhale, relax, and take a couple deep breaths while you stay still. Attention in the lower belly. Remember, breathing alone will move the chi in your body. And a lot of times when we feel pain or tension, it's just because chi is blocked or stagnant, trapped in a certain place. And eventually you'll get other things getting stuck from breath and blood. So those deep breaths, when you do that at the end, it's very helpful. Neutral breathing is the key to bringing equilibrium back to the body. Okay. Helps clear the mind. So therefore the body can be free. Go ahead and kick your legs out and pump your knees. Good. All right. Great job, y'all. Next one is just simply rotating the hips and letting the arms flail forward and back. Let the knees bend and extend. And as you breathe, your wrists will float up and back or forward. Good. Try to extend them as far forward and back as they can go. And keep your hands going towards the center of your body, whether it be the front or the back. Keep that breathing consistent in the nose, out the mouth. Doing great. Try to look straight ahead too while you do it. So keep your spine more upright. Top of the head going up towards the ceiling. Relax those shoulders. Relax the elbow. Let the weight fall into your hands. Great job, y'all. Rest. Take some deep breaths. The coordination's improving. Not that these are difficult, but just look smoother while y'all do it. See, the more we practice, the more you develop internal awareness while also being out. That's the key. Because your body tells you everything you need. Go ahead and walk it out and grab some water. But when you get too stuck inward, you can create problems too, especially when, you're in environments where you need to be aware or there's other people around. You can unknowingly take energy from people. You may not want that. 'Cause everybody carries a burden on their shoulders. You might just be pulling it off of them sometimes if you go inward. It's like if I go around and just start meditating everywhere I go and people are talking to me, I'm like, yes. I'm literally going to be physically pulling in, not even knowing it. And then later I'm like, oh, why is my back so hurt? And then other people around me will say, hey, I feel great. Or they'll be like, hey, I feel like I lost something. I don't like being around that person. They're weird. Okay. They're too inward. They're taking energy from you. And maybe you don't like that. Um, I had a buddy, he'd keep to himself and always be doing something. He wouldn't take energy. You wouldn't feel like he's leeching off of the environment or people because he's focused outwardly, but to himself, drawing constantly. But then I had another friend who's just always judging, relating, thinking too much about, how are they reacting? Waiting for reactions from people and looking how they're feeling and stuff like that. And then it would be like, oh, what is this weird feeling? I don't like this. And it's not the person that you may not like, but it's what they're doing psychologically that causes an internal pull of this energy thing that we are learning about. Most people have no idea what this is. They go through their whole life Puzzled. All right. Next, you bet. Next, we're gonna go right into some qigong. Feet shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent, pelvis slightly forward. Before we get to it, we're gonna loosen up the shoulders. Have a great weekend. And put one hand under the arm. The other hand is gonna scoop upward on the inhale. And when you get up, rotate the palm so it faces behind you. Exhale or outwards. And relax the shoulders and hips. Let the hand guide the movement with the breath. Inhale up. Exhale, rotate. Repeat on your own. One last one. Helps release some tension from what we just did. Now, inhale for the whole breath. So as you come up, you go breathe in and then breathe out. Full circle. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Try two more on your own. Follow your breath. Great job. Shake it out. Loosen the hips. Kick the feet out. And we'll switch sides. Start with just the inhale up, exhale down. After about three of those, we can do the full circles with the inhale, full circles with the exhale. Ready? Knees slightly bent and inhale up. Let the hand guide the arm. Rotate the wrist. Exhale. Good. Try to keep the wrist straight in line with the hands and forearms. Inhale up. Good. On your own. Try it again. Okay, full circle next. Inhale, go all the way. Nice. Exhale all the way. Full circle. Repeat. Well done. Take a breath, walk it out, kick it out. If you need some water, grab a little sip. Shake the wrists, elbows, shoulders, hips, ankles. All our joints tend to hold on to tension, muscles around it too. So it's good to shake them every now and then, especially when you're standing or sitting for long periods of time. Right. Feet shoulder width apart. When you're ready, let's realign our feet out, in, forward, back. This is okay to do all throughout the day, different periods of the day. Pelvic bone, remember, tuck it forward a bit, shoulders up, back, down, chin in, top of the head up. The spinal reset you can do right as you stand up from sitting or laying. If you've been walking a lot or moving a lot, it's good to reset again as well so you can make sure your posture is in good alignment. Knees bent, elbows out, palms up. Good. Inhale, rise up. Legs first, make micro extensions, and the palms float to the chest. Very nice. Exhale, let the knees make micro bends while the palms float down. Very good. Way to keep the spine in line. And as the spine moves up and down, your breathing will guide it. Good. Relax the shoulders, elbows out. Exhale. Feel more of the heels of your feet as well. And again. Nice job. Repeat. Last one. Great job. Hey, shake it out a bit, and we're gonna change it up. This time, as you come up, same thing, but on the exhale, you'll see on the way down, legs are making micro bends, but the whole time my arms are being led by my hands outward and slightly rounded and down. Okay, ready? Knees bent and inhale up. Exhale out and down. Good job. Aware of the heels and the alignment of the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Repeat. And again. Doing great, y'all. Last one. Spine straight. Bring it up and then down. Well done. Kick it out. Loosen the shoulders. All right, next we're going all the way up. So to go up again at the chest, what do? Flip the palms. Then the heels of the palms with the fingers are going to extend up. Elbows bent, palms up, knees bent. Blow all the air out and begin. Way to follow your own breath. Very good. Long exhales. Nice. Inhale up. Feel the heels of your feet. Pelvis stays slightly tucked forward. Keep it up. Doing great, y'all. Awesome job. Again, relax those shoulders. Let the hands guide the movement. And last one. Good. Elbows out, palms up. Reverse. Good. Palms open to the sides. Inhale. Yep. As your legs extend, your hands come up. Hands above the ball. Exhale and just bring this ball down. As your knees bend, your arms descend. Gotta make a Tai Chi rap one day. Inhale up. With meaning, right? Exhale, actually purpose to the rhymes. And again, way to follow your breath. Again, nice job. And relax. Hey, loosen your legs again. Kick out your feet so your ankles can loosen up. Shake out the wrists, shoulders. Grab a little sip if you like. Hey, we got time for one more. Great. I gotta remember that one. As the arm, no, as the knees bend, the arms descend. All right. What did I say yesterday? Make fear your friend. I got that from Mike Tyson though, so I can't take his bars. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. I gotta give him credit, then I can do it. All right. Now, knees bent, hips forward, shoulders back and down, elbows out. Place the back of your hands together right at the middle of your belly. All the breath out. And on the inhale, bring one hand up at your chest, rotate the wrists, and extend up. Good. Exhale as your knees bend. Y'all know the drill. One arm descends, and then switch it up. Inhale up, other hand. Rotate and exhale down. Legs first. Good. You can relax the shoulder and let the hand guide the movement. Inhale. Again, starts with the feet. Exhale. Relax the shoulder and let the hand guide the whole arm. Again, up, other side. Switch and switch. Good, good, good. Both hands now. Inhale, rotate, and press apart like you're splitting the clouds. Palms come up. Relax those shoulders. Good. Every step of the way, you may feel tension developing, and that's a sign to breathe better through the tension and relax more wherever the tense area is so the breath can get there. Well done. Reverse kind of like we did on the last exercise. Inhale and exhale. Repeat. Doing a great job, y'all. Last one. Remember, use the legs to extend, heels of the feet pushing through the floor, and let the legs bend. Good. All right, we'll do a quick cloud hands to end it. Ready? Arms out, kind of like you're holding a ball in front of your chest. Stop there just for about 30 seconds. Try not to let the elbows drop. Keep the palms facing the chest. Breath in your belly. Last breath. Okay, I'm gonna turn around so you guys can see. Next breath, you're gonna rotate the hip and drop that hand that's on that side and make a circle. When your hand gets over your shoulder and in front of your shoulder, turn the other way and turn your neck with your spine and look at the other hand. Doing the same thing. Try not to move your shoulders up or down, just left and right. And let the hips guide the movement of the shoulders. Your hands will drop up and down, causing the rotation in the arms. I know it's a lot, but also try to maintain 3 to 4 seconds inhale and exhale. Relax the shoulders. Great job. Let the left hand stop in front of your chest while you turn and look at the right hand. And start back the way you started. Maybe your ball is bigger, easier to hold. Keep it there for a breath or two and let the chi settle. Great job. You can overlap your hands now and place them right at your lower belly, below the belly button, about a half inch to an inch, inch and a half, sorry. And use the outer hand to guide the inner hand in slight circles, small rotations. Good job. Keep breathing and make bigger circles and bigger circles. Hold diaphragm. Good. And change directions. Start big and work your way down to small. And we're going to stop at the lower belly, right below the belly button, with very small circles. Nice job. And relax. All right. Thank you, guys, ladies. See you again soon. Have a great weekend. I didn't give you time to rest on your mat, but that's all right. If you got time, you can.